We've sent Roudini down to Melbourne. He races on Saturday in the Bendigo Golden Mile. He's in search of a dry track, which is hopefully the conditions that we'll see on Saturday. And if that's the case, I think you can expect some real sharp improvement in his form. You go back to his form on the better going last preparation. Certainly strong enough and capable enough of him being able to win a race such as this. He's going down in great shape. It may not sort of read it on form, but certainly been performing well. As I said, we just really need the right conditions, and the ground's the key on Saturday, so hoping to really see him bounce back for us. Converges racing in the Doncaster Mile for us. This is the race that we've had in mind for him this preparation, so hopefully we can see him peaking on Saturday. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get the conditions that we wanted to see in the Rosehill Guineas. Sort of become a bit of a messy race for him. He didn't necessarily really enjoy the heavy track conditions there, but I think that strong run over the 2,000 metres in those testing conditions will really set him up for a strong mile here at Randwick. He gets in at the 49.5 kilos, so a nice light weight for the great race, and Rachel King's taking the ride for the first time. She had a good feel for him during his work, and I think she'll really suit him well. So he's drawn very well, and looking forward to seeing him at the race, where I think he'll perform very well for us. In the Australian Derby, we have Zoom On and Castlereagh Kid taking their place to represent the stable. Looking forward to both horses taking their place. Castlereagh Kid's come back from a preparation in Melbourne, where he's certainly been most impressive and showing great progression. Certainly a few excuses there for him. Their last start, Moonee Valley, where he did start as favourite in that race. Obviously stepping out in trip here further, he's always given the indication that he'll really excel in that. The unknown is the heavy conditions. Certainly an element of his family that will enjoy those conditions on breeding. So hopefully he can continue to take that next step for us. He looks great in condition and feeling very well in himself. Zoom On, his stable mate, is one that we know will excel in the heavy conditions. I think we can see him just being ridden a little bit more conservatively, help him see out the trip, and on his dam side there's certainly plenty of stamina there, and I think that'll sort of really come into play. So he's one that I've also always been looking forward to seeing him over the Derby distance. Knight's Orders continuing to race well, I believe, and he's returning to run in the Chairman's Quality Handicap on Saturday, run over the 2,600 metres. I think he's showing good improvement with each run this preparation, so I expect further improvement going into Saturday's race. He's on a Sydney Cup path. He's proven it the 2 miles before, and he's proven in the in the heavy conditions. So a strong race under those testing conditions on Saturday is certainly going to be to his liking. Summerbeel's racing in the Adrian Knox Stakes in preparation for a run in the Australian Oaks. She's in great shape. I've been very, very pleased with her. While she did fail at a last attempt in the heavy conditions, certainly feel there's a few excuses for it in that particular run, but she's bounced out of it in great shape. Cannot falter, and really looking forward to seeing her out in this sort of 2,000 metre event, where I believe she'll excel over the distance. And as I said, I'd like to see her backing up and hopefully taking a place in the Oaks for us. Now, Golfer Saros is taking the next step in his career in the Group 3 Carbine Club Stakes. We tried stretching him out to the 2,000 metres early in his preparation. Just felt he's most effective around that mile. He was freshened up and dropped back in trip, and I thought it was an impressive victory there last start at Hawkesbury. He's trained on nicely for that, and that's set him up nicely for this particular race, which we've always had in mind for him. So I think a strong mile over those conditions at Randwick will really suit him. He can be effective in the heavy conditions, and quite deep into his preparation at present, so fitness will certainly be on his side. Nominators racing in the Kindergarten Stakes off the back of what was an impressive victory at Gosford first up. He's got great natural speed, and look to utilise that on Saturday. He got through the conditions excellent, and really showed a good turn of foot there late. I loved how strong he was through the line there in that particular victory. Whilst he's stepping up in grade, there was improvement to come off that run, and certainly feel we've seen that from him in his work. He looks great in condition. He's holding together really well. The form out of that race has stood up with a few winners coming out of that particular race. So really hoping to see him take that next step for us. Typhoon Taavi's racing at Kembla Grange in a benchmark 68 handicap. It's a great example of a filly in great form. She's really holding her condition well. She's in a really confident headspace at present, with a couple of nice runs on the back of her. On the back of her most recent racing, so she's in great shape. Looking forward to it taking her place again on Saturday, and she should improve, stepping up in distance.